Hello, and welcome to Tales from the Nerd. I am your host, a random nerd, and this is episode 14. I'm 14 episodes into my podcast. Again, I thought I would have quit by episode 5, but I'm still here. But before anything else, let's go through the comics of the week. Now, last week, I do want to apologize for not keeping up the quality of videos, like adding pictures, and I am working... I finally have the sound. I finally have music intro from an associate, so I'm having that put in hopefully tomorrow. I'm filming this on a Monday as well, so I've been busy all week. Bad family all over. But let's go through the comics that are coming out this week, which is Aquaman number 50. Now, Aquaman number 50 is a kind of a milestone now because it's on 50 issues. Now, it's on Aquaman number 50, written by Kelly Sue DeConnick and artist by Eduardo Pansica and Robson Rocha and Julio Ferreira and Daniel Henrys. Let me see the cover. Cover looks cool. And yeah, and Sunny Go. As Aquaman settles the old gods of unspoken water into their new lives in Amnesty Bay, Jackson Hyde, aka Aqualad, seeks out Aquaman to be his new mentor. Back in Atlantis, Mera makes a move that shocks the widowhood. Meanwhile, Black Manta, recently kicked out of Legion of Doom, prepares to make his next move against his greatest nemesis, but Lex Luthor is about to make him an offer he can't refuse. Don't miss our landmark 50th issue and the start of a brand new story. Now, it's been hard for me because I did like the previous run. What Kelly Sue DeConnick did in the first 2 issues were interesting, but then it kind of lost me. I'm like, now that's picking back up where last issue we got a big shocker. I was like, oh, yes. Sorry if I'm a little bit loud. But yeah, I'm really excited for Aquaman number 50. Now, I will start talking about the prices now. So this comic is $4.99 because $4.99 because it is a landmark issue. When it reaches like $25.50, it usually costs a little bit more because it reaches a certain milestone. I mean, reaching 50 issues is kind of hard for some books. So yes, Aquaman number 50. This is your jumping on point, basically, if you want to know what's going on. If not, issue 49 or 48 is your jumping on point. But you kind of have to get on the Aquaman right when it starts. But we're going to move on to our next book, which is Batman number 75. Batman number 75, issue 50. No, not issue 50. Batman issue number 75. Now, this is written by Tom King and art by Mitch Gerrits. And who else? Tony S. Daniels is also doing this, and Tomo Moray. City of Bane begins. Bane's minions have moved into Gotham City, taking control and are ruling with an iron fist, including rounding up any villain who refuses to sign onto Bane's program, and Batman is nowhere to be found. At least, not the Batman anyone knows. It's like someone has replaced the real Gotham City with a twisted funhouse mirror version of it. Meanwhile, the real Bruce Wayne is on a spiritual quest to regain his fighting spirit after his showdown with his father in the desert. Can the people of Gotham hold on until their protector is strong enough to come to the rescue? Plus, what does Lex Luthor scheming mean for Gotham City when Bane and the villains are already in control? This extra-sized anniversary issue kicks off a new multi-part storyline that ties together all threads of the first 74 issues of Tom King's epic Batman run. Now, yeah, this is a storyline Tom King has been hinting at for like the last year and a half, where like after the wedding, my story is building up to this. And basically, if you read like all this, I'm hoping this is good. It's $4.99 as well. Again, it's a landmark issue. It's going to cost that much. I'm really excited for this storyline because it's bringing everything together. Hopefully, and not in Tom King way. But I'm really excited for issue 75 because City of Bane. Now, Bane is a strategist, so I do like they're going now with the Joker. They're going with Bane because Bane has been, in my opinion, has been used a lot. in recent years, but I'm really excited for this issue. Issue 75 is your jumping on point. Really excited. We're going to move on to Captain Marvel issue number 8. And the writer is Kelly Thompson, and art by Carmen Camero and Amanda Connor. Captain Marvel, Falling Star. From the moment she returned from the full-time Avenger duty in New York City, Captain Marvel's life has been non-stop and slightly weird, but she's about to take on a brand new threat, a very old one. When her Kree heritage is exposed to the world in a dramatic fashion, Carol goes from most beloved hero to public enemy number 1 overnight, and it's pushing her to the darkest edge. Can she save the day while the world turns on her? Does she want to? No. This is a new storyline, so if you want to read more Captain Marvel, this is your jumping on point, because everything else, there was a 4 or 5, sorry for the repercussion, 4 or 5 issue story about Captain Marvel going to like in a post-apocalyptic version of New York through a portal, and she fought this nuclear man, and she went back to Earth, and then the two 6 and 7 were the War of the Realm Sign, where she and Doctor Strange swapped bodies, and this is basically it's a jumping on point, and it kind of it picks up from the Life of Captain Marvel 5-issue mini as well. So we realize that Captain Marvel is technically full Kree. She is not human. She is, technically she's half Kree, half human. So very interesting. Hopefully this is a good issue, because I did like the first 2 issues. Then it kind of got into weird territory in my opinion. But I have faith in Kelly Thompson, because Kelly Thompson's a pretty good writer. So we're going to move on to the next book, which I'm looking for right now, which is Daredevil number 8. I'm waiting for this to load right now. How's everyone, by the way? How's everyone? Daredevil number 8. With the devil still missing. Daredevil number 8. Written by Chip Zdarsky and art by Lilith Kumar Sharma. Now, with Daredevil still missing, his shadow looms large over Hell's Kitchen, and ordinary citizens are starting to feel his absence. Detective Cold North may think he stopped Daredevil, but there's a bigger problem coming his way. Now, Chip Zdarsky's amazing Daredevil run's really good. Now, I do want to say that the art kind of dipped. I'm not saying Lilith Kumar Sharma is a bad artist, just when you get the first 5 issues of Daredevil, it has fantastic art, beautiful art that represents, Daredevil. And then when you go to this one, it's like, oh, you stepped a little bit down. Which, in my opinion, the book is still good. Just because you gotta have a good art with good, you have to have good art with good writing. And now Chip Zdarsky's, oh my God, his writing has gone really good from the very beginning, from Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man to this, Daredevil, and then now to Spider-Man Life Story. I can't really wait for the guy to do more stuff. But this is not your jumping on point, because you have to read issue 6 and 7. This is kind of your, if you don't jump on now, you have to wait for this storyline to end. Now, I do recommend trade for the first story, and then you can lead on from there. But other than that, Chip Zdarsky, I really can't wait for what you do next. On to the next book, which is Deadpool number 15, written by Scotty Young and art by Nick Klein. I'm getting everything ready for the next issue. Pay the devil his due. Mephisto and Weasel have come for Deadpool. Will Goodnight finally get his vengeance? Can Deadpool survive? And what will be left for him? Now, this is the final book for Deadpool, I think. Yeah, this is the final issue for Deadpool, because all the X-Men related books have been not canceled, but, they got canceled because of the Jonathan Hickman's X-Men books that are coming out in August. So they're kind of preparing, everything has to end now, and then August 3rd, No, August. When is it? Sorry, August. No, July. No, probably August 7th. That's one of the new X-Men books we're getting, and I really can't wait for that. But I'm really sad that Scott Young, his book is ending. I mean, he's had a good run for Deadpool, and I love what he's been building up to it. Like with the Good Night guy, he's just a parody of Batman. I was like, that's fantastic. He's fighting a Batman, like a Batman-esque character. He makes fun of him. I'm like, oh my god, this is good commentary. But it's getting canceled, unfortunately. But if you're into Deadpool, if you want to read one issue of Deadpool, this is your jumping on point. If not, this is the end of the series. I really recommend you read Scotty Young's first issue to now. It's really fun, and it's really good jumping on for Deadpool. Deadpool because, you know, it reboots him basically after issue 300. He erases memory, and now, you know, issue 1 of Deadpool is where, you know, it kind of jumps on. So, Deadpool, you've been fun. Can't wait for what you do next. Let's sneeze. Let's try it. Oh man. Okay. Sorry. Sneeze. But we're gonna move on to the next book, which is the Immortal Hulk, number 21, written by Al Ewing, fantastic writer, art by Joe Bennett, and as the smoke from the last issue clears, General 14 makes a fateful decision. There can be no more half measures. No weapon is off the table. Force must be met with equal force. This is a war without rules, and Shadow Base is going to win. Now, the Immortal Hulk is probably one of the best Hulk books out there. It's probably one... No, let me rephrase that. It is the best Marvel book you can pick up, because it's gone from reprint to reprint, and also it's beaten Batman twice in sales. And that's crazy because Hulk really, he's, you know, well known, but he's never, you know, beaten Batman in sales, and he's done it twice. You know why? Because Al Ewing's writing and how Joe Bennett represents him in art in a creepy yet fantastic gore amalgamation of horror. It's fantastic. And what Al Ewing does is just brings him back to basics. Because in the original Hulk comics, he basically, it was a Jekyll Hyde thing. It was a horror book. And that's basically what the Immortal Hulk is. It's kind of a horror book. And what the Hulk does is scary. I've talked about the Hulk before, and I give it as much praise as it is because it's that good. And yeah. And I totally forgot about talking about price for the book, so I guess I'll drop that. But yeah, Immortal Hulk, highly recommend it all the time. Highly recommend it. I'm just looking at a few books, because I think this week is, is it? No, it's not a light week. Who am I kidding? It's never a light week. I'm just picking up the books that are coming out this week, so I just have these lists ready, because I do pick up a lot of books, unfortunately, because I'm a big comic book reader, and, well, I love these characters. But we're going to move on to the next book, which is Justice League number 28, written by James Tynion IV, and let's see who's doing art. Daniel Semper, Javier Fernandez, Juan Albaran, and Hi-Fi. Yep. So let's go to the description. The Apex Predator rises. Justice Doomore is coming. This is a culmination of the Legion of Doom's master plan, and it will take the Justice League to far out places they may never return from, and do things the DC Universe may never recover from. Now, I'm a little behind in my comics right now. I'm about 2 weeks behind, maybe 3 weeks now, picking up these week's books. About a month. No, about 3 weeks, so I need to catch on. But so far, I do like what they're doing with Justice League, which, oh my god, if you want to read Justice League right now, read the trades. This is not your jumping on point because it's on issue 28. It's probably on part 3 of a storyline, and it's kind of hard to tell people to jump on, like, kind of middle storyline. That's why I kind of, tell you jump on issue 1 and 2 of the storyline, and from then on you could, pick up. But If you have been reading Justice League, it's a must for DC at the moment, but it's really good. Highly recommend it. And what they do with Lex Luthor, you'll see in the cover right here. But we're going to move on to the next book, which is Marvel's Spider-Man City at War #5. Now, written by Dennis Hollum, art by Michelle Bandini. Now, the description is Dr. Octopus' triumph. Revealing his master plan, Dr. Octopus unleashes the devious Devil's Breath virus on an unsuspecting New York City. Can a poisoned and beaten Spider-Man find the strength to save a city, even if it means protecting Norman Osborn and Mr. Negative? Even if Peter Parker can rise to be greater, will his efforts doom to those closest to him? All this plus another behind-the-scenes look at Spidey's award-winning blockbuster video game. Now, this basically is, if you played the Marvel Spider-Man game, which that game is fantastic. I'm playing it again. It's really fun. But basically, the Spider-Man City at War, if you really don't want to play the game, you don't want to spend the 2.5 hours for the main story, and well, you can finish it in about 6 hours if you really want to finish it. But I take my time. But yeah, basically, Marvel's Spider-Man City at War is just a, retelling of the game. Now, if you don't want to play a game, you just pick up the books. I picked up the books because I thought it was gonna tell stories between the game, but no. This book is just basically retelling the game, which I like the view on it, but I don't recommend it. It's only a 6-issue mini, but that's it. Now we're gonna go move on to the next book, which is Nightwing 62, written by the great Dan Jurgens, and art by Ronan Cliquet and Nick Filardi. There we go. The description now. After the epic conclusion to the Burnback saga, it's clear that while he may have forgotten his past, Rick Grayson's innate skills and instincts as team leader elevate the Team Nightwing to a new level. But what does this mean for the... I got a burp, but I can't. What does this mean for the Bloodhaven PD, and what does that mean for a man who is looking to live a life without baggage of his past to hold him down? Rick seeks comfort in Bea's arm, but may find answers in another's talons as we dive headlong into the year of the villain. Plus, Lex Luthor delivers the Court of Owls the means to own what they covet most. Rick Grayson. I don't know. Is this a middle storyline? I think this is part 1 of the storyline. I don't know yet. I'm liking what they do with Nightwing, but it's been I want to say issue 50 where he got shot. It's been a while. Okay, so it is part 1 of the new storyline. So issue 62 is your jumping on point. I don't know. It's hard for the series because if you read Nightwing or if you heard Nightwing, you're like, oh, I want to read this Nightwing book. You read the book and you're like, who's Rick Grayson? Oh, it's Dick Grayson. He got shot in the head by KGB Beast and he hasn't recovered his memories. Even though if you read a previous issue from the series, I think in the 46, 45, they have a backup memory for him. Barbara took a little machine that had all his memories and said, oh, this might come in handy, which they never bring up. But the book is okay, but like everything else in comics, eventually Rick Grayson will become Dick Grayson again, and we will get Happy Dick. I can't believe I said that, but we get Nightwing back. So right now, if you want to read Nightwing, this is your jumping on point, but I kind of recommend you read what has happened to him beforehand. Now we're going to move on to The Punisher, Annual #1, written by Carla Pacheco, art by Dustin Weaver and Adam Gorham. So this is an annual, so you really don't have to pick this up. If you want to read Punisher, this is kind of like your lead on to this. I really recommend you read the main Punisher book, but yeah. Punisher versus Blood Queen, the man who lives to punish, the foulest parasite of humanity, the most monstrous parasite in the galaxy. Zero gravity, zero bleep given. It's Punisher versus a Blood Queen like you've never seen before, because this time Earth's own Frank Castle got a rocket. Who put Castle in the cockpit, and how will he and his McCrang Stowaway, J. Jonah Jameson, tolerate each other long enough to survive? Only Carla Pacheco, she's apparently this person's written Rick and Morty, and Adam Gorham, this person's New Mutants, Dead Souls, Rocket, and The Violent, have the answers you need. Now, oh, my bad. Bah, sorry. It's a little cold in my room, so my nose is getting stuffy now. But it's a tie-in. I really don't know much to say because I really don't know where this lines up in the timeline for Punisher. But if you want to read Punisher in space, this is your book. And let me see. I'm grabbing more books right now that I'm picking up, so I know what I'm talking about. Because when I started this podcast, jeez, I was really bad at it. I mean, I'm still bad at it, but I'm getting better. So that's something. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more books to talk about. Now, Secret Warps, Ghost Panther, Annual #1. Now, this is part 3 of a storyline, but the writer is Alan Ewing and also Daniel Kibblesmith. Art by Ig Guara and Carlos Gomez. Now, this is the description. Secret Warps, Part 3, Days of Future Mars. The stunt-riding cursed king of Wakanda, the Ghost Panther, heads to the far future in the year 2099. Can he rally the inheritors of the legacy of his fellow heroes to defeat the Martian invaders? Plus, a bonus tale of T'Challa taking on a creature of the night alongside Nightblade. Now, this is part 3 of this is kind of the conclusion of the Secret Warps thing that we got introduced in Infinity Wars. The main summer event, the main book that started in like 2018 and ended like in December 2018. So it started like March and then ended. So it lasted about a year. There was a bunch of tie-ins and it was supposed to be one thing, and then besides the point, basically we got amalgamations of characters. So we got Ghost Panther. Basically Ghost Panther is Black Panther and Ghost Rider mixed together, and it's a pretty cool mix. I will admit it, it's a pretty cool mix, and it mixes both histories of both characters like Johnny Blaze and T'Challa together. And I do like this. He rides a freaking panther. You can't. Come on. But yeah, I really can't wait for this book. I haven't read issue 1 though, which very unfortunately I gotta catch up on. But we're gonna move on to the next book, which is Silver Surfer Black #2, written by the great Donny Cates and art by Tradd Moore and Dave Stewart. Now, marooned across the cosmos, the Surfer will have to risk everything to beat back the void that threatens to swallow the galaxy whole, including his very soul. Now, Silver Surfer Black basically is a trippy book of how I think is the origin story, how he became Silver Surfer Black in the Thanos Win storyline. And it's pretty trippy. I do like it. That's trippy, and it's crazy. It does movements. It just pulls the Surfer, and we do get a pretty cool tie-in to a character Donny Cates created in Venom. Now, if you read Venom, you know what I'm talking about. But is this a good pickup point? I'd say not. Because I'd say yes, regularly, but it's hard to pick up a Silver Surfer book, especially something like this, where it's trippy. I like it, but I do see why people will not pick this up. But if you want to read more Silver Surfer, pick issue 1 of Silver Surfer Black, and then decide on there if you want to read Silver Surfer Black number 2. But we're going to move on to the next book, which is one of my favorite books coming out every time it comes out. Spider-Man Life Story number 5, written by the great Chip Zdarsky and art by Mark Bagley. The real-time life story of Spider-Man continues. The superhero Civil War rocks the world. A hero's death changes everything for both Peter Parker and his family as life story continues in the 2000s. Now, the book basically is each issue, Peter Parker ages up 10 years, and we get the history of basically of Peter Parker. We got the clones, we got the Kraven's Last Hunt, the original clone storyline. There were 2 clone storylines, and then we get the Superhero Civil War, and this book is fantastic. It's just, it comes out once a month, and it's like, I heard the story, I'm like, I'm probably not gonna pick it up. I picked up the first issue, I'm like, oh my god, Chip Zdarsky knows how to condense all that Spider-Man history into one book. But I kind of wish he had a 6-issue storyline for each decade. In my opinion, like, give the guy, if you told me this guy's gonna get like 6 issues per decade, it's like, I'll be like, yeah, I'll pick it up. Now that I know he's writing this, I'm like, oh my god, Chip Zdarsky, please write more Spider-Man. But yeah, I highly recommend it. But not a jumping on point. You have to get issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4. This is more better of a trade book than a pickup book. But I do suggest picking up number 1 if you can find it. If not, you can buy it in digital. If not, you can wait for the trade, which is always a better chance because trades are cheaper. But the book and stories are always amazing. But we're going to move on to the next book, which is, oh my god. Yeah. Sorry. I don't like blowing my nose in the middle of recording. I only got 3 more books, so we're going to move on to the next book, which is The Superior Spider-Man, issue number 9, written by Christos Gage and art by Mike Hawthorne. After saving the citizens of San Francisco from the worst of the War of the Realms, the Superior Spider-Man is the toast of the town. Toast to the town. God damn it. Okay. The key to the city, a ticker tape parade, a adoration of the masses that should make him feel good, right? Whatever he's feeling, he should treasure it because someone very dangerous is coming for him. Basically, this is a new storyline where if you want to read Superior Spider-Man basically is Dr. Otto Octavius got a clone body that's his DNA with Peter Parker's DNA, and he created a new body. Yeah, that's the Superior Spider-Man because he wants to be a better hero, and he's trying to do good. He's not saving New York like every other superhero. He moved to San Francisco, trying to prove himself, trying to, be better. He's still a dick, but he's trying his best. But this is your jumping on point. Also, it's a very fun book. I do enjoy it. You could probably find issue 1 still. If not, pick up the trade. Much, much easier. Now, we're going to move on to the next book, which is Teen Titans number 32. 32! Okay. Now, it's written by Adam Glass, art by Bernard Chang, and Marcelo Miolo. Yes, I got that right. Yeah. Lobo's back, and he's got his daughter, Crush, dead to rights. At least she can ask him about the identity of her mother, right? And as the Teen Titans square off against the main man, an enemy more sadistic than any they've ever faced before, questions about the team's future are still hanging in the balance. That is, if they want to have a future at all. Plus, Lobo wants a daughter he can be proud of. Crush wants nothing to do with her father. Lex Luthor is about to ruin Crush's life. Now, no, this is part 2 of a storyline, if I remember. Yeah, this is part 2 of the storyline. Yeah. So if you want to jump on to Teen Titans, which is yeah, it's pretty easy to jump on. You can find issue 31, then jump on to 30. You jump on 31. 32 is your. This is the second storyline. This is the second part of this storyline. I don't know how long the storyline is. Probably 4 to 6 issues. That's usually how long storylines are, unless it's a very short 2-issue story. But yeah, that's your jumping on point. But we're gonna move on to the final book, which usually I take like 34 minutes to, put all the books together, but not this time. I'm doing it in like 31 minutes. Like 32. But Uncanny XMen number 22. It all ends here. This is forever. As Cyclops cleanup mission nears its close, all the problems the X-Men face come together. The truth behind Hellfire Club's intentions, the culmination of the one's assaults on mutant kind, even their inner struggles within the team, it all ends here. This is forever. It's written by Matthew Rosenberg, art by Salvador Larocco, and Juan Portesio and Chris Robinson. No, that's an editor. No, there's those 3 people. Guru. Who's Guru? He's not even on this. They didn't even put his description in the book. But those are all the books coming out July 17th. Please tell me which books you want to... Please tell me what books you're picking up or what you're excited. I'm excited for Justice League, in my opinion. And the Immortal Hulk. Those are probably the 2 books I'm really excited every time they pop out. Because I know they're written by very passionate people. But we're going to move on to more news. Now, this is a segment where I talk about movie news, TV news, possible gaming news. But as I look for articles, again, I ask this question. I don't know why. But what do you guys want me to cover more? Do you want these podcasts to be longer, shorter? I don't know. I don't know what to say. But we're going to talk about Fast and Furious number 9. Star Vin Diesel confirms that the return of Charlize Theron and Helen Mirren. The lucrative franchise is currently focused on Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham's upcoming spinoff Hobbs and Shaw. But next year, fans will see Dominic Toretto and his family return for yet another high-speed adventure. And thanks to a recent Instagram post from star Vin Diesel, we know that Charlize Theron and Helen Mirren, who made their doubt in the Fate of the Furious, 2017, Fate of Furious, which is Fast and Furious number 8, will also return to reprise their roles as Cypher and Madeline Shaw. There's no details, but it does come out in May 22, 2020, and John Cena is also part of the cast, so in a mysterious role. But I'm really excited because I did like how she messed with Toretto. It was like, I have your kid. If you haven't seen Fast and Furious number 8, come on, it's been like 2 years. Go see it. But yeah, it's a kid, which we all knew. Like, come on, like you can't. Dirk is like, no. Dominic Toretto's, why he turned bad is like, she probably took the kid. She probably threw in with the kid, and everyone's like, oh, like. You guessed it, but not really, because something else, and plot twist, and like, oh my god. But it's still a good movie. But yeah, I'm looking for an article. I don't want to keep quiet. Okay, let me look for this, and no. I really don't want to keep quiet for this because it's very not fair for me. Not fair for you to just hear me just go and hear silent pauses. But I do want to talk about this. Mortal Kombat reboots cast the Raid actor and martial artist Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero. Now I'll put a picture of him right here. If not, my bad. New Line's Mortal Kombat reboot has found its first fighter, according to THR. Indonesian actor and martial artist Joe Taslim. He's been in The Raid and The Night Comes For Us. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's horrible. Signed on to play Sub-Zero, the highly skilled warrior with ice-based powers, who is the sworn enemy of Scorpion. Plot details of this new movie remain mysterious for now, but it's assured that it'll follow the basic premise of the original video game: a group of warriors assembled to compete in a tournament to protect Earth from the demonic forces of Outworld. Now, it's set to commence production in South Australia later this year, so I'm really excited for Mortal Kombat. I would love a Mortal Kombat film because we got teased with that 2010 trailer of Mortal Kombat, and then nothing happened. The Machinima made 2 seasons of the Mortal Kombat show, which, because Machinima is now sold by someone else, or something happened to Machinima, we will never get a season 3 or a conclusion to that Mortal Kombat web series. But I'm happy this movie is getting, faster and faster in production. And also, come on, with the recent video game, how can you not have a Mortal Kombat movie? I can't wait for the Mortal Kombat movie. And I forgot oh well, I'll just splice it all together. But because the thing when I recorded is I had to time it to 34 minutes and a certain amount of seconds, because there's 1 second with no audio, which is awkward because my camera can only record for 34 minutes, which is my phone camera. So unfortunately, I am working on getting a better camera. I'm just fixing my laptop slowly. But yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next news, which is The Flash. New season 6 set. Photos reveal Killer Frost's new costume, the Scarlet Speedster. Between the upcoming Crisis on Infinite Earths event and the final season of Arrow, which is very sad, peace to Arrow, this fall we'll see some pretty big changes come to the CW Arrowverse. And while it may not be a drastic change compared to the end of an entire show, new photos from the set of The Flash season 6 reveal Killer Frost, aka Danielle Pelham Baker, the actress, will be donning a new suit when the show returns later this year. Now, I've seen the pics, and let me say this: it's a better costume. It's a much better costume than she's had in the last few shows, and it looks cool. It looks pretty much more comic accurate. And people are comparing it to other costumes, and yeah, it works. The costume looks very comic book accurate in my opinion, and it looks. I mean, it's just simple, pretty much simple design, and it's more blue, so I do like it. So I give credit to the set designers, also the people who make the costumes. You're doing a great job. I'm not gonna lie, you always do a fantastic job. So, yeah, I'm looking for more articles, and yeah. Sorry for the pause. And I'm looking for more articles. I found one more, and now this is oh god, what am I doing? Okay. So, a few things I can talk about here. And now I'm still looking for more articles because I really want this. I really want to talk about this. And a few more. And sorry for the long pauses. I'm looking for articles because if I do it early, my computer will freeze, but if I do it late, it will not work. So, yeah. And I'm looking for a few more, and then that'll be about it. Okay. So, Sherlock Holmes 3. eyeing the director of Rocketman, Dexter Fletcher, to take the director role. Variety has reported that Dexter Fletcher has signed on to direct the long-awaited third installment in Warner Bros. Sherlock Holmes trilogy, which will see Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law reprised their roles as Dr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, respectively. The two prior films, which were directed by Guy Ritchie, were major box office blockbusters and combined to gross over $1 billion. And according to a report, Warner Bros. Always intended to make a third film, but due to Robert Downey Jr.'s busy Marvel schedule, moving forward with production on the third chapter proved to be easier said than done. However, the Downey Jr.'s Iron Man commitments now complete. WB was quick to set a release date and begin the director search, which it's coming out. Sherlock Holmes is set to come out in December 21st, 2021, which I don't know. Robert Fletcher, Dexter Fletcher, sorry. It's not going to feel the same as Guy Ritchie because his style kind of defined his, his Sherlock Holmes with the slow-mo, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because I do like what Guy Ritchie has done for the original two movies, and it's gonna be different, but I really hope. I'm looking at his biography right now. He's directed Wild Bill, Sunshine on Leith, Eddie the Eagle, which was pretty good as well, Bohemian Rhapsody. He replaced Ryan Singer as director for the final 2 weeks of filming, and Rocketman, which he directed. But it's gonna be hard. Let me see. I don't know, but I'm really excited because we get to see Robert Downey Jr. be Sherlock Holmes again. I like his Sherlock Holmes. He's like, I'm bored, poke, violin, let me do whatever. But yeah, can't wait for the third Sherlock Holmes film. It's been what? I think the last one came out in 2012 or it came out 2011 because the first one came out in 2009. That's how long I've been a fan of that Sherlock Holmes. I was like, so we're gonna get a third one. We never got it. What's wrong with you? But can't wait for that. Now, Power Rangers star. We're gonna move on. We're moving on. Power Rangers star Dr. Montgomery says the franchise is now being rebooted, which is the Power Rangers franchise. 2017's Power Rangers movie was a critical and commercial disaster. It grossed only $142 million worldwide on a $100 million budget. Trying to give the franchise the feel of a superhero origin story was a big mistake, as was the lack of Rangers and donut-themed final act. Most of the cast has already moved on to bigger and better things, of course, with Naomi Scott delivering a star-making performance in Aladdin, and Dacre Montgomery taking on a lead role in Stranger Things, which he's fantastic. However, we know that they all signed a multi-picture deals to star in a series of movies. And this is what he says: I think there is a movie in the works, but it's not with me. It's not with me and the cast, he confirmed. So yes, but not with us. That's a shame because, I don't know. I didn't see that movie because I said, oh, they're making it too realistic. It looks a little bit darker, which I'm like, not excited. But from what I'm hearing, it's okay. It's not the best, which is very unfortunate because it's kind of a simple concept, but kind of hard to get people on because we haven't had a Power Rangers movie in like 15 years. Over 15 years, so would it make money? And we were proven that it didn't get money, but maybe because it's not the right writing or it's not the right director for the role, for the thing. Choose someone who will embrace the campiness of Power Rangers, but make it not so serious. But there has to be a balance between making it funny and, well, not funny, but you can make things serious, but not the way they did it, which was super serious and super in my opinion. And I also heard like they took so long to be Power Rangers, which is like, that's the thing you don't want to do, where you make the Power Rangers like be in the third act and then that's it. Now, you could compare it to how Spider-Verse and Spider-Verse into no Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, which Miles didn't get his suit until the end of the movie, but he's been trained to use his powers all throughout the movie, which he learns how to maintain and gain confidence. But yeah, I'm really sad that we're not getting. We're getting we're getting a reboot, but it's like, man, I understand. I mean, you can only do so much. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next news, which is the Mandalorian sneak peek to be shown during Disney Plus panel at D23 Expo next month. At D23 Expo next month, Lucasfilm will treat fans to another look at The Mandalorian, Jon Favreau's live-action Star Wars series coming to Disney's direct-to-consumer streaming service. As a part of the celebration of all things House of Mouse, there will be a Disney Plus panel on Friday, August 23rd at 3:30 p.m. In Hall D23, the panel promises a first look at the streaming service's upcoming original content, including The Mandalorian, according to the official Lucasfilm announcement on Star Wars blog. The on-stage presentation will include Jon Favreau, executive producer, Dave Filoni, writer and director, and other special guests as they offer a glimpse at the titular bounty hunter and his travel to the outer reaches of the galaxy far away. Now, Disney pulled back the curtain in Mandalorian earlier this year in Star Wars Celebration Chicago, which I lived there and I didn't go because C2E2 happened. And while some of the footage and concept art eventually leaked online, much of what was shown has been kept a mystery. It's unclear if anything shown for The Mandalorian at D3X will also be released online for those at home, but with the show slated to premiere with the launch of Disney Plus in November, it shouldn't be long before Disney starts marketing. Now, I saw a sneak peek of it, and it looks really good. Not gonna lie, it looks really good. And yeah, I'm excited for it because it's Star Wars. We get to, have more of expanding story. It's not just with Jedi's; it's with the hunters, and it looks really cool. I really can't wait for that show, and I'm getting Disney Plus, which I'm gonna get so many streaming services. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because of budget and stuff, but I will try. But I'm really excited for Disney Plus, and what they're doing is just amazing with the Disney Plus content because they're gonna have Disney money behind it. It's not gonna be a cheapo version of Star Wars. We're gonna get a hopefully a high-end production value. With Jon Favreau, I think it's gonna be doable. It has to be doable in my opinion. But we're gonna go to the few more news and then I will be done. Now, Arrow will resurrect these two major characters for the upcoming final season. Despite occasionally appearing as a hallucination or alternate universe doppelganger, Tommy Merlin and Adrian Chase, aka Colin Donnell and Josh Segura, have remained well and truly dead. However, during a recent chat with Entertainment Weekly, Arrow showrunner Bev Schwartz confirmed that the two stars will return for one last go in the upcoming final season. Schwartz didn't reveal any specific details on their return, but she did make it clear that Adrian Chase, aka Prometheus, comes back in a different way than expected. Likewise, the showrunner said Oliver Queen's best friend won't be coming back as Tommy we know. While we don't currently know how the series will bring the two characters back this fall, we will see the Arrows experience its own crisis on Infinite Earths. So it's entirely possible that they will hail from one of the many alternate Earths. Arrow Season 8 is currently scheduled to premiere October 15th, 2019. Now, Colin Donnell said he will appear in Arrow as long, when he finishes Chicago Med, which he did. He's like, yeah, I'm down for Arrow. I'm always down for Arrow. I love Arrow. I love Stephen Amell. We have good chemistry. And also, Josh Guerra. Oh my God, him as Adrian Chase was the perfect villain for season 5 because I know people predicted it like early on. Like he could be Prometheus, and then But he's also, what's his name? Adrian Chase. He played Vigilante in the comics, but no, we got a twist that he was never Vigilante. He was Simon something. But yeah, these two characters. I mean, Tommy Merlin. Everyone wanted him to be the Dark Archer, which we did get in the show, but it was Tommy Merlin's dad. And Prometheus. Oh my god, he messed with Oliver really bad. I mean, he toyed with him. He took his girl. He was 10 steps ahead of Oliver. He's like, you could kill me, but you're gonna kill your girlfriend. I'm like, dude, Adrian Chase as a villain for season 5 was perfect. Now what he did is just gave Oliver the ultimatum at the end of season 5, where he blew up the freaking Lian. He blew up Lian, which is the island that Oliver saved for 5 years. And the way that season is like, who could have died? And then season 6, everyone survived by one person. It's like, but people had to die. It was, but yeah, season 5 how it ended. Oh my god, was probably one of the best TV show finales in my opinion. Okay, oh my god, I'm very tired. Talking too long. I talked too long. Yeah, I'm gonna look for the few more pots. And I'm gonna look for a few more articles. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more things to talk about. Bond 25, Christoph Waltz confirmed to return as the villainous Blofeld in Daniel Craig's final 007 adventure. The Daily Mail is reporting that two-time Academy winner Christoph Waltz will press his role as Spectre villain Ernest Stavro Blofeld in the upcoming Bond 25, which will mark the end of Daniel Craig's 5-film run as 07. Variety has since confirmed the report. Waltz is the latest returning face from the previous Craig installments, joining Ralph Fiennes as M, Naomi Harris as Moneypenny, Léa Seydoux as Madeline, Ben Whishaw as Q, Rory Kinnear as Tanner, and Jeffrey Wright as Felix. Newcomers to the franchise will include Academy Award winner Rami Malek, which he plays the fantastic Mr. Robot show. And what else? Where was I? Yeah, Rami Malek. He's also played Bohemian Rhapsody as the main character. Anna de Armas in Blade Runner. She was in Blade Runner. Billy Magnus in Game Night. Lashana Lynch in Captain Marvel. And Dali Bonsali in Flash. And David Benedict in Quicksand. And this person says this wasn't the Flash TV show. Sorry for the tangent. What has he done besides? Okay, but yeah, yeah. Oh god, I don't remember watching. Who did he play? Jesus. It's always good to have a past villain come back. So, very excited. Oh, it was a short, not the Flash TV show. It was just a Flash short. But yeah, yeah. I mean, Christopher Cage is a fantastic actor. I loved him in Django Unchained and Inglourious Basterds. So, whatever he can bring as and a lead up. Of course, he was good in the lead up. So, always good seeing Christoph Waltz in a film. Okay, now this is another thing to this, which okay. Lashana Lynch poised to replace Daniel Craig as 007 in the James Bond franchise. A new rumor from Daily Mail claims that Phoebe Waller-Bridge's rewrites of the Bond 25 script will see the 31-year-old Captain Marvel actress as MI6 agent sporting the iconic spy codename. According to a report, the movie features a pivotal scene at the start of the film, where M says, "Come in, 007, and in walks Lashana, who is black, beautiful, and a woman. A very perceptive Lynch's role will be kept under wraps. So there was already some speculation that she may be playing another agent, if not that agent specifically. At this point, it's not clear if she actually be taking over the franchise lead while the Bond character takes a back seat. But it seems most likely that this new 007 will simply feature a supporting capacity along Bond for the time being at least. It's important to take this as a rumor for now, but it's also worth noting that this particular tabloid is generally on point when it comes to James Bond related scoops. Now, the movie is set to come out April 8th, 2020. Now, people got riled up in this. People got really pissed. It's like, James Bond can't be this, it has to be a man. It's like, the movie's not out yet. And here's the thing about James Bond. He's always been represented as a British person or British man. Now, I understand for diversity and all that, but it's kind of hard what to say about this, because when you think of James Bond, you always think British and man. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing Idris Elba play James Bond, or Tom Ellis play James Bond. Tom Ellis, he's played Lucifer in the Lucifer TV show, and Idris Elba, he's played Luthor in that Luthor fantastic TV show. But I don't know, maybe it's just a trainee that James Bond may be retiring, and then she's taking up the code name. Because remember, James Bond, the 007 is just a code name. She might just be taking up the code name 007, and James Bond will still be James Bond. I'm not saying that she's going to be the new James Bond. She will just be the new 07. Now, the films might be just named in the future 007. And I see why people are getting mad, because when you change a character that's been set up as this character for so long, a white British man for so long, for like over 50 years, it's kind of hard to make, to make people change their mind for that. But let me say this. I love James Bond, the James Bond films, and as long as they write the movies good, I have no problem with it, but I do understand why people are getting mad. It's just like, if you change, I'm not going to say anything because people are going to get mad. So, yeah. What do you think of that news? Let's see. I'm looking for a few more things. Oh, okay, this article I really don't need to read. So, yeah. Two more things. Supergirl star Melissa Benoist shares first look at her kick-ass new suit, plus confirmed to direct a season 5 episode. While her previous suit was near perfection, it appears Cara Danvers, aka Melissa Benoist, will be getting a cool new threads with pants and a fresh new haircut with the 5th season premiering this fall. Speaking with Entertainment Weekly, Benoist expressed her enthusiasm about getting out of the skirt. We've been talking about the pants since season 1. Every time a writer of the show has come up, it's freezing cold in Vancouver. I'm like, guys, can I please not wear tights? I love Cara's old costume. I haven't changed it because it so works, and I think it's very Cara. I've always felt that way until recently, where I'm like, something's got to give. Also, seems the new costume will pay off quite well in the action department, as Benoist will have wider range of motion while shooting scenes as a girl of steel. It also helps represent how much Cara has changed and grown since the inception of the series. I just think it's more adult. Part of my goal of this whole series is for whenever the show ends, I just want there to be a very clear arc for this character, that she has evolved as a woman and found her femininity and her adulthood just a self-discovery. Additionally, EW Entertainment Weekly has also separately confirmed that Benoist will direct the 17th episode of season 5, which was set to air sometime in 2020. She tells the trade, "I've been wanting to direct since season 3, but I couldn't last year because of scheduling conflicts, so David Harewood did it first. He plays John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, did it first. I just really felt really drawn to it a couple seasons now, just because, the show's so well, and you get to know the character and the world and the tone of the show so well that you can't just help but envision certain scenes in a certain way, and I want to play that. Now, The new suit basically looks like the bottom half of the robot Iron Man suit, and it looks good. I mean, I don't mind it. In my opinion, you should add a little bit red, just a little bit more red, and yeah, just a little bit more red because there's too much blue on the top. Just maybe add some red dividends, in my opinion, and maybe the suit will look better. But the suit looks really cool. I mean, maybe a little bit longer cape. Yeah, the suit's okay. I like it. I dig it. I mean, it also helps the actors because when you're wearing a skirt and cold, ooh, I feel that feels cold. That's cold. But yeah, Supergirl season 5 will come out. Oh god, let me look that up. Supergirl season 5 premiere date. Let me look up. Sorry. It is October 6th. October 6th is the premiere date for Supergirl and Batwoman. Now, the last news report I have for this week, because after this week, San Diego Comic-Con is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're going to get big reveals with Marvel, mostly Marvel, and most of the CW shows. So we're going to get trailers. We're going to get trailers for the CW show. So I will watch trailers. I'll write notes and then talk about the trailers in a bit. Also movie trailers, of course. But we're going to move on to the Jack Reacher TV series in development at Amazon Prime Video from Scorpion creator Nick Santora. Well, it looks like we can close the door for a potential third Jack Reacher movie, as multiple sources are now reporting that Amazon Prime Video has won the rights to develop a television series based on the titular hero from Lee Child's hit crime thriller novels. Nick Santora, who created the CBS drama Scorpion, has been taped as showrunner. He'll also executive producer the series. Oh wow! He will also write executive producer the series. Oh wow! Whoever wrote this article wrote it really bad. Lee Child, Don Granger, and Christopher McQuarrie. Oh yeah! Will also serve as executive producers alongside Skydance David Elysium and Dana Goldberg, Marcy Ross, and Amazon's Carolyn Harris. The novel series, which has been published 23 books since 1997, has sold over 100 million copies to date, has most recently adapted into a pair of hit films, which is Jack Reacher and Jack Reacher Never Go Back, starring 3-time Academy nominee and 3-time Golden Globe winner Tom Cruise from all the Mission Impossible films. This is the latest high-profile collaboration between Amazon Prime Video, Paramount Television, Skydance Television, joining Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, which stars John Krasinski in the role, which was renewed for a third season ahead of its second season premiere day, which Jack Ryan, really good show as well on Amazon. So I really can't wait for Jack Reacher TV show. I did like what Tom Cruise brought to the table, but the second one was like, I'm really smart. I got this. The child is as smart as me. She's not my child. I'm thinking she was my child, but she was never my child. And the love interest with Kobe Smulders was okay. And then how he got... Here's the thing about movies. When you get punched in real life, it hurts. Jack Reacher was like, punch, punch. I got energy. Punch, punch, punch. And some of the stuff didn't really feel realistic. I really missed the investigative part of the first film. The first film was really into like this mystery, and you solved it long as Jack Ryan did. Tom Cruise, Jack Ryan. Which in the second one was like, here it is. Like what a cocky's like, I solved it already. It's here. But yeah, that's all the news I have for this week. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a wonderful time. Peace.